Good afternoon everyone. I am Professor Bankar DB, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Serampur. In previous lecture, we have completed protecting groups for the OH, then amino, carboxylic, and also we have completed protecting group for aldehyde and ketone. So, before going to start the new point of CHO 353 course, that is Chiron approach, we will see some problems based on protection and deprotection. So in this lecture we solve some problems based on protection and deprotection concept, and that questions are asked in the previous university examination. So in CHO 353 course, in the final university examination, there is one question, that is arrange the given reagents in order to accomplish the following conversion. Write the structures of the intermediate. So in this question you have given one organic synthesis sequence, and below that sequence there are some reagents. So you should have to arrange the reagents at particular step. So we will see number of examples in this particular question. Consider first example. Look at this synthetic sequence. So this is starting material, and this starting material is converted into this type of product using this type of reagent. So we have to start with this starting material, then we should use this type of reagents at proper place, and finally there is formation of this type of product. So it is very necessary to choose the particular reagent at particular step. So we will start with this structure. Initially we use sodium hydride and benzyl bromide. There is protection of this OH group. So here we use benzyl bromide in presence of sodium hydride. There is protection of OH as OBN. This epoxide remains as it is. In next step we use H plus in methanol. So in next step we use this reagent. So in this particular step, this epoxide undergo opening there is formation of OMe and OH. So in this particular step, that epoxide undergo cleavage, there is formation of OMe and OH at adjacent position. In next step, we use TBDMSCl as a protecting group for this OH in presence of pyridine. So here we use TBDMSCl. So this tertiary butyl dimethyl silyl chloride protecting group protect that OH in the form of OTBDMS in presence of pyridine. That OBN remains as it is. And that methoxy remains as it is. In next step, we use H2PDC. In next step, we use H2PDC. So that H2PDC deprotect OBN into original OH group. So we arrive at this particular step. So we use TBDMSCl, we use sodium hydride benzyl bromide, we use H2PDC, we use methanol in presence of H+, and this reagent is remain. So this PCC, that is pyridinium chlorochromate, in presence of sodium acetate cause the oxidation of this alcohol into corresponding ketonic group. So we achieve this final conversion. So by using PCC in presence of sodium acetate, this OH group undergo oxidation into corresponding ketone. So this question is very simple, but you should understand at which particular step what kind of reagent we can use. If we use, or if you think proper in direction, then you obtain desired product. So in this particular synthetic sequence, we use all the given reagents at appropriate place. We also write the intermediate structure, and finally we get the desired final product. So we will see the next example. So this is reaction sequence, conversion of this starting material into this product. Here we have certain types of reagents. So in this question we have to use all the reagents at proper places, and by using all the reagents we have to achieve this particular conversion. So we will see all steps in details. So this is our initial compound. That compound consists of OH, OAC, that is acetate group, and double bond. So in first step we protect this OH by using TBDMSCl pyridine in presence of DMF solvent. So we protect this OH by using this type of reagent. PY means pyridine. So this OH protected as OTBDMS. In next step we use potassium carbonate and methanol reaction condition for the conversion of OAC into OH. So this OAC group, that is acetate group, undergo hydrolysis under basic medium and there is formation of OH. So that OAC group undergo conversion into OH. In next step we perform oxidation of alcohol using PCC and CH2Cl2 solvent, that is dichloromethane. So this OH undergo oxidation into ketone. Then we use methyl lithium reagent. So that methyl lithium act as nucleophilic reagent. That methyl carry negative charge. So this methyl attack at this carbonyl carbon, there is formation of OH. So here we write methyl. That OTBDMS remains as it is. In last step we use tetrabutyl ammonium chloride reagent. In last step we use tetrabutyl ammonium chloride reagent, in short TBAP reagent. So this reagent is one of the important reagent for the conversion of OTBDMS into corresponding OH, or we can say this reagent act as deprotecting reagent for this particular group. And here we get that double bond remains as it is. Here we have methyl, here that OH group. So by using all the given reagents, we use all the given reagents in this particular synthetic sequence organic synthesis, and we achieve conversion of this particular compound into this type of final product. So you should able to use particular reagent at particular step. Here K2CO3 in presence of methanol. We will see next point or next problem. So this is our conversion, and we have provided reagents. So we provide this type of reagents, and by using all the reagents we have to achieve this organic synthesis. So we start with this particular starting material. So this is given aldehyde compound. So in first step we use 1,3-propane dithiol reagent. In first step we use 1,3-propane dithiol compound. So this compound, or we can say reagent, act as a protecting group for this carbonyl carbon. This reaction is carried out in presence of BF3 catalyst. So there is formation of 1,3-dithion compound. There is formation of 1,3-dithion compound. So this compound in which that carbon of the carbonyl group is protected. This carbon can lose its proton, and there is formation of carbanion ion. As I have already told that this carbanion is stabilized by the sulfur atom. In that sulfur atom there are presence of empty d orbital, and that empty d orbital accommodate this negative charge on the carbon. Therefore it is stable carbanion. In next step we use this aldehyde. So this carbanion attack on carbonyl carbon, and there is formation of OH. In last step we deprotect this group using Hg2+ ion in presence of aqueous acid. And during this deprotection step this group undergo removal, and there is formation of carbonyl group. So in this way we have achieved the given conversion. we convert this aldehyde into this compound in which there is one carbonyl group and one OH group, and we have performed this synthetic sequence by using given reagents. Then we will see the next problem. So this is our conversion. We have provided different types of reagents. In this particular example, we have provided these reagents and we have to use this reagent to convert this compound into this type of cyclic ester. So we will begin with this starting material, bromine. This is ketal. So in first step we use magnesium metal. So this magnesium metal for Grignard reagent. That is MgBr. Then in next step we use this reagent Cl C double bond OOMe. As we know that this carbon of Grignard reagent is nucleophilic in nature, so it attacks at this carbonyl carbon. Cl is good leaving group, so it will easily undergo removal. So this carbon form bond with carbonyl carbon. We have this type of structure. In next step we use aqueous acidic condition. So under aqueous acidic condition, this ketal group undergo cleavage and there is formation of ketonic group. In next step we use sodium borohydride. That sodium borohydride is reducing agent. It reduces carbonyl group of ketone and this carbonyl group of ester remains as it is. This is due to the more reactivity of carbonyl group of ketone as compared to ester. In last step, lone pair of electron on oxygen atom react with carbonyl group of ester and this methoxy group undergo removal and that methoxy group form or take proton from this OH. There is removal of methanol molecule. And here we have this type of original product. So in this way we can perform the given reaction sequence using proper reaction condition. So in this particular lecture I stop here. In next lecture we again see this type of examples. Thank you.